Hello students. Today we will be discussing regarding the mechanical workshop, forging and smithy saw. In order to produce any desired shape or to improve the properties of any metal, shaping is being done. The shaping process is being divided into two, cutting and non-cutting process. Normally, the cutting shaping operation is referred to as a smithy or forging process. In case of smithy or the forging process, you have to apply the pressure eh, by the help of the hammer or the power hammers in order to bring it to a desired shape. And even with the pressure, you are supposed to apply even the heating process in order to bring that workpiece into a plastic straight form. So, we will be discussing in detail in the further slides. What is smithy operation? Smithy is defined to handle relatively small jobs only such as those can be heated in a hearth or the open fire. And once it is being heated and it is brought to the plastic state, the work has to be carried out by using of the hand hammers or the small power hammers. The forging, it refers to the production of those jobs which is heated, which can be heated in a closed furnace. The part of the job where forging is to be done is termed as the forge. And here the forging has to be done by the use of the forging press machines or the press or the heavy hammers. Forging. Forging is defined as the controlled plastic deformation where the working metal has to be brought into the predetermined shapes. Here, by the use of the powerful pressure from a hammer or the press on the metal which has been heated to its plastic range. Here some data are being provided. 1038 for the plastic range for the steels and the high strength alloys is 1038 degrees Celsius. During forging, the material should have sufficient flow properties and the work at the upper limit of the materials and the potential strength so as to fill the die cavity shape without resulting in the cracks. So here the forging is a very cost effective way to produce the net shape or the near net shape components. And in case of forging, there are many tools and the equipments are used in the smithy and the forging. Here, I am showing it over here. There are 12 tools or the equipments are being used in the smithy and the forging. We will be discussing one by one these tools or the equipments which are being used in the your smithy or the forging saw. First of all, the very important instrument, the tools which can be said as the smith forge or the oak or the hearth, where it is used for the heating purpose during the forging operation. You can see the structure over here. There is a variable speed motor is being provided. The chimney with the hood, the tires or the coal or the CI water system is being provided. The water system is being provided for the very for the quenching purpose. For the quenching purpose is water tank is also provided in the front side of the forge, and even the air under the pressure is being supplied to the furnace by the blower. Anvil. The anvil is an important smith tool which is used for the supporting the work while hot metal hammering. You can see over here the Prichel hole, the Haddy hole and the Prichel hole. The Haddy hole is of square shape and the Prichel hole is of a circular shape. Here, particularly whenever the shape of the workpiece is in a square shape, and the Prichel hole whenever the workpiece will be having a very small diameter like shape, this is being used in the anvil. Swiss block. This is the block of a cast steel upon which there are number of slots are being provided are being drawn over here like circular, rectangular, square, rectangular, circular shape are being provided on the top face and to the bottom face of the Swiss block. It is mainly used for the squaring, sizing, heading and bending and punching operations. Hardy 2. The hardy it is being fitted in the hardy hole which is being provided in the anvil or the tail. It has a cutting edge on the top of the body. During cutting or the threading, these chisels are being used in conjunction with this bottom cutting tool. It is made by the high carbon steel. Fuelers. These are also made up of a 2 steel. These are the high carbon steel. They are used in the pair, the top and the bottom. They are used for the necking down, particularly reducing the cross section of a job. The bottom part of the filler, you can see this is the bottom part of the filler is being held in the haddy hole. You can see over here, this is the anvil and this is the haddy hole, where the bottom part of the fuller is being placed in the haddy hole, and this is the slace, and by the use of this fuller, you have to set down or you have to neck down the workpiece. You have to neck down the cross section of the, you have to reduce the cross section of the job, and they are mainly used for the drawing operations. Next, hammers. There are total 4 hammer. Like for example, for first one is the ball peen hammer. Why it is called as the ball peen hammer? You can see the shape, the head. This is the face of the hammer, and this is that's why this the pin-like structure, the ball pin-like structure refers to the ball end type of structure is referring to a ball peen hammer. It has a flat face and it has a ball pin. So it's called as the ball peen hammer. This is a cross pin hammer. You can see this is exactly similar to the ball pin hammer, except the shape of the pin. This is used for the chipping, riveting, bending and hammering the material, and particularly inside the curves and the shoulders. Slash hammer. It has a double face on both the end. You can see double face. Over here, this is another one face and this is the another one face. This is a slash hammer, particularly used for the heavy blows. Straight pin hammer. This is exactly similar to the cross pin hammer, but you can see over here the pin is aligned to the handle of the hammer. But in case of a cross pin, the pin is not being aligned to the hammer. You can see over here. The pin is being aligned to the pin of the handle. It is used for swagging, riveting in a restricted place, or the stretching the materials. Holding tools. There are some tongs is one of the holding tools are used for the holding the hot metal while it is being worked. So there are total 5 holding tools or holding tongs are over here. So one is the closed mouth tongue, open mouth tongue, round hollow tongue, square hollow tongue, pickup tongue. The closed mouth tongue is particularly used for the thin sections. You can see from the diagram it is particularly used for the thin sections. Open mouth tongue, it is particularly used for the heavier stock. Next, round hollow tongue is used for mainly the square, hexagonal type of or orthogonal type of work. Square hollow tongue is used for the, you can see the square hollow tongue is used for the same thing, square, hexagonal or the octagonal section. You can see over here. And the pickup tongue is mainly used for holding the picking up the round bars. Next, another one holding tool is even used. This is a most commonly you can see in the fitting shop. This is called as a bench vise. Bench vise is also a work holding device, and it is the most commonly used in the fitting shop. Forging operations. There are total 6 forging operations are there. From them, offsetting, drawing down, setting down, bending, cutting and punching. We will be discussing one by one what are those operations. Offsetting. Offsetting, in case of offsetting, you are decreasing the length, increasing the cross-sectional area of the bar. There are 3 types of offsetting operations are there: head up, pull up and central up. What is this head offsetting? When hitting has to be done at one end and the pressure has to be applied at one end, that is called as the head offsetting. When hitting is done at one of the end, pressure is applied on one end, that is called as the head offsetting. What is this full offsetting? When hitting is done at both the end. You can see from the diagram the hitting has been done at both the end. So this is called as full offsetting. What is this central offsetting? You can see the center has been hammered. So this is called as central offsetting. So these are the 3 processes: head up, full up and the central offsetting for the offsetting operations. Bending. Bending is a very important operation where whenever there is a bending is needed, particularly in the cross section of pipe or in the in a hollow pipe, where the bending is needed, that item has to be heated and bent as desired. Okay, this is the bending operation. What is this drawing down operation? In drawing down operation, you have to increase the length by decreasing the area. So this is just opposite of the offsetting operations. Setting down. It is the process of local thinning down effected by a set hammer. If you are using the set hammer and you are thinning down, that means you are reducing the area. That is called as the setting down operations. Fuellering. This is called as the fuellering operation. You can see the width is getting increased with a slight change in length. This is called the fuellering operation. And the fuellering operation is done by generally by the fuelers. And it must get started at the central part of the stock. Punching and drifting. In this operation, the stock of the bar is placed on the Pritchell hole of the anvil or over a correct hole of Swage's block, and then a punch has to be brought in a certain condition to produce the hole. This is called an external pressure on the punch is given by using the hammer. This is called as the punching. And punching by using the die is generally called as the drifting. This is a drift is also called as a large size punch. With this, we are completing the forging operation, and if you are completing with the forging operations and different tools which have been used in the forging shop and or the smithy shop, and you will be proceeding for the practical work, and in order to make a pipe clamp, the aim of the experiment will be to make a pipe clamp by using the mild steel strip. So the tools are required are being given below. Thank you.